How are you guys doing today?
Good.
Also, my name is Lydia.
Judo.
Nice to meet you.
Sam.
Nice to meet you again. How are you guys doing? How's the floor?
It's all right. I can be hot and don't worry.
Oh, I said I was gonna bring you a blanket last time. I didn't.
Strike one.
How are you doing today? Good. You were the one that was at the ARA trade show,
That is
correct?
correct.
Awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
I did bring in a slideshow just so we could have a few things if you guys had any questions about the products or anything. Let's see. So I know last time Sam and I talked, we were discussing some of the implementations of electrification, especially with the batteries in your place. I'm so sorry about your hair, by the way.
It's all right. It survived.
So what exactly is your team looking for? Because I know you're the senior design engineer at Lifts LLC.
So our team is just looking continuously to innovate. So we look at the market, see what kind of needs are out there, and then we kind of come up with new and innovative ways to kind of get ahead on things. This one we've been really picky about because we've been doing the same thing for 20 years.
Absolutely.
We don't want to change it. But some of our competitors are out there going that way. So we're not quite sold on it because I mean we've been plenty successful the way we are, but it's just something that we've been looking at a little bit.
Well, like I was telling Sam last time we were here, I know like especially in California, there's this big push to go all electric, especially with their trucks and trailers. And I know right now, especially you guys probably want to, lead the charge with that as well, just making sure that you're ahead on everything.
It also is leading the charge for management to come down on us to get on it a little bit. So, but yeah, we've been looking into it.
So I did want to ask what brought you to, or I guess what drew you to our booth down at the trade show?
Well, you guys had this really cool cab with all these flashing lights on it, and so I felt the need to stop by. I don't think I talked to you, but I talked to someone else.
I've heard the lights get everyone. Yeah. They're really, it's kind of like a cop coming by.
Yeah, right. Good thing I have my sunglasses on.
Yeah, the light. Yeah, I know. I've got a bit of light sensitivity issues, so I have to I'll look drunk if I'm going in there. But hey, I can see. That's all that matters. Okay, so one thing I did want to talk to you guys about is because I know you guys are having not necessarily some issues, but you want to help your customers with with the bucket trucks. I know they're dealing with maybe you're dealing with some noise complaints. I heard you guys wanted to start looking into going more green, especially with emissions. I was told that you guys are having a few issues with selling with California, correct?
Getting our trucks into California, yes.
Which again, the amount of what's the word I'm looking for? Just the amount of trade going back and forth with California and trading goods is insanely complicated. It's absolutely insane. Yeah. So what I have here today is it's here if you guys want to look at some of the specs. So this okay. So this is the battery, the electric battery for that we would put on if you guys decided to go with this. Would go on the truck. So we could either do like a hybrid option or full electric option. So hybrid would be one that would be easier to connect with that would be a better, I guess, transfer between going like full diesel into that, and electric would just be obviously full electric. But with this, what you guys would be able to do is I'm so sorry, excuse me, is you guys would be able to go because I know that these trucks they're sitting in wherever they need to be. They're running for, let's say, how long would you guys 8 hours?
Yeah, usually our customers do full 8-hour days.
Like full 8-hour days, which obviously is wear and tear on the engine. It's a lot of fuel consumption, and obviously there's a whole emissions in California and everything, which is always just a pain in the butt. What you would be able to do with this is you'd be able to shut off your engine for the main truck, but you would still be able to operate your bucket truck, which is obviously just more convenient for you guys in general.
So at first glance, this seems a lot more expensive than what we do now. About $10,000 difference, give or take. I understand there's a big selling point on less gas, but we don't pay for that. That's our customer's thing. I'm not a huge fan of the idea of us marking our prices up $10,000 and then the customer still being okay with that. And we can tell them you're gonna save money on gas, but we don't know how much or anything like that. So
And then also you said there's an electric option and then
Mhm.
you're also a hybrid option, so we could keep our hydraulics already in there. I'm assuming this 45,000 is the electric option.
No, so what this is, I'm so sorry. So what this is, this would be like the first one that we would show you, and this would be the testing, the training and everything, and then everything after that would be just this. So this would be your prototype, so we would make sure everything runs perfectly for you, make sure there's no hiccups. If there is a hiccup, we'll go in, we'll take care of it, we'll make sure everything's running for you. And then after that, it would all be this.
And this is all electric. Or is this with hydraulic? This is all electric system.
Yes.
Okay. 45,000 for a one-time deal at $20,000 looks like for engineering development. If we're gonna buy and spec this in so much, why do we have to pay an engineering development fee? Can we get any credit back on this if we end up going with this full solution for all of our trucks?
So this is to make sure that everything obviously is running correctly. This would include the development. This would make sure like your system is running properly. This is the overall. And then this would be like implementation. And so that would be like for everything else coming afterwards.
but say this works great, your system works good. Is that we're just stuck with $45,000 bill, or is there anything that we can just get rid of that and go to 25,000 right off the bat and just skip the prototype?
I'm sure we can set up something where we have that discussion afterwards. I can bring in someone who is definitely more knowledgeable of the numbers with all of that, if you guys would like.
Yes.
And then, because I'm not fully familiar with the numbering and all of that stuff, my job is mainly just make sure like, how can I best help you guys with what you guys need, and making sure that your customers are easily satisfied and making sure that they have what they need, especially when it comes to emissions and going green and maybe less noise complaints or less fuel or less strain on the engines for the trucks.
Does that 45,000 include any service or anything like that? Like say the first one that we build, we send out to California and it breaks down. Are we gonna be stuck with a $45,000 bill to go out there, fix it and put on a new one and do all that stuff?
No, we would make sure. So again, this is just to make sure that like absolutely everything is running perfect and properly. So if anything goes wrong in this will cover like everything, just to make sure that everything is perfect for you guys to go
But one time
for everything.
for everything. So after we do this one time, you're gonna go out and do all the service with 25,000?
No, so that would be definitely more like with like the customers, like that we would like it would be like an install thing, and then there would be a few like if there's like a major thing that has happened with this product, we'll make sure that everything is okay, because obviously we want to make sure that our product is perfect for you guys and making sure that no one else is getting too beat up about it. But we would make sure that like pretty much everything is ready to go.
And this is just for components. This isn't for, we're still have to do, put it all together and mount it, correct? Or is this a full package and we can just mount it and be ready to go?
It should be you're just ready to go.
Okay, full package.
Yes.
Which we're already doing that now, and we're at what, 15,000 plus our labor on that diesel.
That's the
extra
main
10 grand per truck.
that's the main concern that I have is how am I supposed to have our sales team and our people sell, hey, here's $10,000. It's because it's electric, but we don't know why that's going to be better for you or what. Here's just $10,000 and we're switching to it.
So I have had other customers that have used this before say I've had their numbers be brought in, and it's depending on I might be able to find one here, but what it has been is it's like 10,000 per month per truck, and then there's utility, and then there's like idle mitigation for how much that'll save per year. Here is this. Can you guys see that? So like per truck, it's about like $5,000 to $15,000 per year overall with savings. And then it would obviously save with, so here, and it's like saving on like diesel, like oil changes, and like obviously some overhead as well.
So you're just saying if it's 5,000, you're saving in idle mitigation roughly 2 years to make up the cost that we're gonna have to add into
A
our
little bit
system.
more than that as well, because this is only one of the numbers as well. Sorry. I should be able to find the other one soon. But you guys had a good drive coming in here. I know you,
I live here.
yeah, you live here, yeah.
Instead of roll my cot away.
Is it one of those where it's literally like the blue, like you throw it out?
Yep.
And then you tie it up.
I do yoga with it
They
too.
glorify yoga.
Yes.
See, I told him I wanted to do the boat by the river. Did you see that meme? Like, what was that, 20 years
I
ago?
heard of living in a van down by the river.
Oh, I want a houseboat. Those are pretty awesome.
I like vans, so I'm still in a van.
When I graduated from high school, what my mom and I did is we went down to Tennessee and we took the van and we put down the back seats and we made a cot there and we just stayed in the van for an entire week. It was so much fun. It
Just
was
in your house?
no in the van. So we drove down from Kearney. We went all the way to Memphis. We saw there's a hotel down there that has ducks that like will come down and sit in a fountain.
Okay.
It was a lot of fun. And then we saw these falls. There's only 7 of these falls in the entire world, and no one knows where the water comes out. The water just like flows down, and we don't know. And they've done like so many scientific tests on it, and they can't find out where the water goes. It's really cool. I'm actually going again this year in June.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, I think so
Hopefully
too.
the truck doesn't break down. In June.
I'm so sorry, guys. I am looking to try and see if I can find. I know I saw it earlier today. If you want, what I can do is I can bring in a few of those numbers for you and then hand them out to you.
Because everything you're saying sounds interesting,
Mhm.
but I mean, for us to really give the green light on anything, we just need more numbers and
Oh, absolutely.
or not even numbers, but just the why is it better? So
Well, I know again, like you guys are looking to being more green and all of that. And what this will do is it'll lower your emissions, which is one, like for brand image one, it's like, okay, well, we're not seeing as many emissions in the air, which means you might have more customers come in and saying, oh, we obviously want to use this because not as many emissions are going on. Or I know some people have some feelings about diesel. So it's okay, you're not using as much diesel because you're not running the truck all day. This would also mean maybe less gas stops because you're not stopping for gas all the time.
I like diesel. It puts money in my pocket. So.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's also good too. Yeah. But I definitely know like depending on which way you sway it. Absolutely.
I could see that.
Would we want to set up another meeting and see if you have a few more questions you guys would like to ask?
I mean, it's up to you. The big thing is that we're gonna have to figure out that pricing. Just to make it justifiable right now, unless there's something else that I'm not seeing.
The pricing is the pricing. I get it. I mean, that's more your thing than my thing. I just need to know, is it gonna work? Will our customers be okay with whatever additives we have to do to price? But
I've also heard that with this, it also reflects on like operator experience and that they have really liked how it works as well. Because again, they don't have to worry about the truck having any issues afterwards or wear and tear, which means that your trucks would be able to last a lot longer as well.
But we can't sell more now.
that's also part of it.
Okay.
But like maintenance stuff, do you guys help out with that at all? Because I mean, we do diesels. We don't do anything with batteries. So I mean, that first breakdown, we're gonna be scrambling trying to figure out what we're gonna do. So.
We would absolutely be able to like have any questions that you guys have. We would be happy to answer any of those and make sure we have a list of any contacts that you need or places that we can send you that you would need to go, or we'll try and send a few people down there just to make sure that everything is in order.
That work. Anything else?
I got nothing.
All right, well, why don't we set up another meeting? How does that sound for you guys? And I can bring in a few more things for you.
Okay, that'll be perfect.
Can I get an email from you?
Yeah.
Sam, would you like could I have your email again?
Yeah, of course. I'm gonna write mine down.
Yeah.
iRock@gmail.
There you go.
Awesome. Again, thank you so much, guys. This is great.
Of course.
And I hope you guys have a good rest of your day.
You too.
It was nice meeting you. It was good seeing you again.